Hello, hello, welcome to Class A, the final Class A match of the bracket stage. This is of the group stage. This will decide who makes it to the bracket stage. Both of our competitors, Lime and Fitz, are 1-1. Winner moves on, loser does not. There's a lot riding on this. Put your channel points in. Currently have 41,000 points in for Lime and 18,000 for Fitz, but we still got plenty of time. Let's see. Fitz has already told me what he's canceling. Surprise, surprise. Let's go to the PB. Here's all the PB screens. Let me smack that in. He is banning our good old friend. 96 exit. It's banned. And let's see, once Lime has not joined the race room yet, but he will be soon, hopefully. And then we'll see what he's banning. His options are between no cape, no Star World, all castles, and all castles, no cape. And you can see the PB comparisons in the middle there. Fitz pretty much has him beaten every category except 96, and he's banned that, so pretty much every category is still up for grabs. But the PBs are all really close, so just because Fitz has a better PB doesn't mean that he's going to walk away with it very easily. This is going to be a hard-fought match. Lime says he's probably banning all castles, no cape. I'm going to have to press him on a well, I'm going to have to press him on actually making that decision final. Let me turn off the music. Bit of a... I've gotten music going, but it's a little bit of a unoptimal setup, in my opinion, to get the music going. And I'll see if I can slot the game sounds in. That's kind of loud. I actually don't know if it's loud. I just look on the volume mixer and it looks really high. Let's see. He makes his final decision to ban all castles, no cape. So that means that the 4 categories up for contention will be 11 exit and all switches, no cape, and then from Fitz, no cape, no Star World, and all castles. So let me just get the wheels set up, tick in every box. Okay, so transition to that scene. Here we go. Here's the big wheel, everyone's favorite. We're going to give this one nice big spin, and we'll see which category will be game 1. And it is all switches, no cape. That will be game 1, all switches, no cape. Get the scene transferred over. Oh, I gotta recrop Fitz. And then I will get the scene over. Give me a minute. There we go, now we should be ready. Here we are. So let me just switch the race room over as well. It is all switches, no cape. Let me just make sure that the runners are aware of that. And I think both of them are ready, so I think we're just going to get into this. So let me just quit the race room and we should be good to go in just a couple of seconds here. I gotta do everything myself now. I gotta talk, I gotta set up the restream. It's so hard. Not really, but I like doing it. There we go. And they're off. Lime starting with swag money, so he's already a coin ahead. He's already a coin ahead. Very crucial in this early stage. of the game to have more coins. Not really. It's a little bit hard to sync because Fitz's timer actually doesn't have milliseconds. So I gotta really eyeball it. Alright, should be good. Luckily, in this tournament, we get to see some kind of variation in how World 1 gets played. So the runners are grabbing Yoshi, they'll grab the midpoint, and then actually head back to Yoshi's Island 1 to get the orb. And other than that, it's still not that exciting, but it is at least something a little bit different than what you see in some of the other categories. In pretty much every other category except all switches with cape. Lime getting a 359, that's pretty difficult. It just requires you to be really fast on grabbing Yoshi and especially getting off the Yoshi block and regaining P-speed quickly. It's not like, 359 versus 350 is not monumental time save, but it still shows that you really got the platforming down. It's just a sign of being good at the game. It's exactly right. So now going through Y1, grabbing the orb here. Even if you miss the orb this first time, it doesn't lose you terrible amounts of time. Fitz having a little bit of trouble on the bonsai bill, having to get out of the way. You really need to keep Yoshi and Flower. Lime going for the virus orb setup, gets it back on Yoshi and into the goal. Fitz missed it, so he is going to have to go orbless. But actually, it's not too terrible. Since you're beating the level anyway, you might as well come back down. When you're coming back down from yellow switch, you might as well try orb again, and you can pick up that midpoint. So in this category, in a race setting, it's not disastrous to miss orb. I think it's about, even in a, I think that's going to cost like 20 seconds, I'm pretty sure. And Lime gets one yump, and Fitz misses the yump. Shady confirms yes, 20 seconds. So now to complete the rest of World 1, although Fitz still has to go back into Y1 to grab orb again for Iggy's. And the prediction not being on how many yumps. Yeah, I wish we could do like a billion predictions. I think we might be able to do a poll. Let me see if we can do a poll. And I think with the poll we have more options. So let me see, number of combined yumps this race. We'll say, and I think Fitz got orb. So Fitz got orb the second time. We'll say 0 to 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 plus. We can have 5 options. We can have 5 options. There we go. Here's a poll on top of the prediction that we have. So now you can vote for who's going to win the match. You can bet channel points on it. Or you can vote for how many yumps we're going to see. Somebody's bet 5. And somebody's now bet 4. And I think... Okay. Anyway, Lime is a level ahead, 275. Fitz actually gets a 259, which is rather hard because normally what you do when you're small, you kind of rely on the fact that Mario's a small hitbox. When Mario's big and on Yoshi, it kind of gets in the way. He's kind of tall for some of the enemies. Lime with a good 299 cage grab. I always say 299 is free when you're big, just because Mario's head is taller, so it's easier for you to reach the top of the screen sooner. Fitz, nice 275 in Y4. So now, after using the first orb, time to get number 2 of 4 in this run. And interestingly, Fitz, since he had to go back to Y1 again, he has the midway. Lime does not, so he has to complete the level and get the midway. Interesting fun fact, midways are saved with the save prompt. So there were like, points and dragon coins, those aren't saved. Like if you reset the game, those aren't preserved in the save file, but midways are. Which actually is kind of nice in this category in case a crash were to occur and you save the midway. Lime with a good orb, number 2 grab. Fitz on the way. It actually doesn't seem he's that far behind. He's going to make up a little bit of time just because he had that midway already. Yeah, so Yump is a one-frame trick. Fitz did not fire away that that piranha plant. I don't know if he was doing virus orb setup. I literally blinked and I missed it. But he got the orb, a little bit scarily. And Lime getting the normal exit here, just fine, 360. So Yump is a one-frame trick. It just lets you bounce off the switch. Nothing else than purely swag. We assign a lot of value to it because we love swag in this game. Lime got swag money. He's got one Yump so far. He could get potentially more. Logical in chat contributes the following piece of knowledge. Fitz is doing Artega Orb. They're not very often used orb setup. Although if you want to get really fast, especially in this category since you're doing 4 orbs, learning a faster setup than Virus might be useful. Lime loses Yoshi, but I think Yoshi should come back. Yep. And Fitz is going to orb first time through. I don't remember the route particularly in this category. I'm pretty sure if no cape, you do orb the second time. But it's not going to be significant. And, you know, it's not a significant amount of, like, you'd be losing overworld time, I think. Alright, so limestoners is going into the green switch palace. Hopefully we might get a second Yump. I'm going to vote in this poll. I'm going to vote after we see the result here. Someone says that there'll be 6 or more. And I think that is also a one frame trick to hit Y when you hit the switch to get Yoshi to spit out the tongue. I think that's also on the same frame as the jump frame. Although I frankly don't remember. So now Lime is getting the orb after green switch. Fitz is getting the key after he got the orb. So he will also be going to green switch palace. Logical says Yump can technically be 2 frames. Interesting knowledge. I'm gonna vote. I'm voting 3 Yumps. That's my vote. Sorry Yump is a 1-frame Y press, which I think that's what he got in yellow switch, as well as the jump. Fitz, no Yump from him. So right now we're 1 for 4. So for those of you who voted 6 or more, I think it's not possible anymore. It's no longer possible for 6 Yumps to happen. But the max we can get is 5. Hopefully we'll see that happen. Oh, Lime misses the orb setup. That is going to make the time difference this much. Just a couple of seconds now because of that. And I don't know how much faster Artega orb is, but if both of them get it, just because Fitz is doing a faster orb setup, he might take the lead. Oh, now it's even closer. Now it is even closer. Within 2 seconds, I think. Somebody asked if there's a difference between the Japanese and the US version. There is. Besides the text being in a different language, obviously. There's a couple of level changes. In this category, it's not really significant what the level changes are, but the text boxes. The save prompts are actually smaller in the Japanese version. It's not that they go away quicker, it's that they're smaller. So it takes less time for them to show up and disappear from the screen. So you save about 1/4 of a second for every save prompt. And the Switch Palace text goes away about 3 seconds quicker. So, and you're doing 3 Switch Palaces before time ends. The blue Switch Palace, time ends when you hit the switch, so the save prompt, or the text on the screen doesn't really matter. So you save about 9 seconds on the Switch Palaces alone, and you save a couple more seconds on all the save prompts from like the castles and ghost houses that you pass by. I think Fitz actually took the lead. Or now it's pretty much neck and neck. Now it's pretty much tied within a second from what happened in Ghost House. I think Lime missed the door in the first room, and that 1 game second pretty much takes his entire fraction of a second lead. Yeah, it's pretty much neck and neck. This race is going to be exciting. It's going to really come down to the wire. There's still a bit of time left to bet if you want to bet channel points. I'm not betting this time, so I can actually end it, because they made it so that moderators can now vote in predictions, which you weren't always able to do. But if you actually make a prediction as a mod, then you can't verify who won. I think Fitz missed P-Speed in the first part of that level with the blue shell trying to get up to that cloud platform. And so that is going to cost him a fraction of a second. 260 versus 258. We got Lime in the chat complaining about moderator bias. I mean, I control the stars. Like, I can give you... Can I take away... Can we have negative stars on the screen? I don't think so. So now time to orb. That's not one of those... That's not a bony beetle, that's an orb. Shady's asking if we can ban one of the, banning me? Or banning one of the competitors? Having a little bit of trouble here. Alright, time to get orb number 3. So that means going back to Y1, all the way back. Sleeping. Just watching Mario and Yoshi just stroll through the overworld. I don't know, it's... We're gonna... I'm afraid of getting banned. I don't know if I've done anything wrong, but who knows. Maybe I have and I just don't know it. And one day I'm just gonna be wiped off the face of the earth. The current category is all switches, no cape, which in this category is... The no cape part is not as important as you think in this category. Just because you need Fireflower to do orb, and then you also have the orb in the item box, you pretty much don't have cape for a huge portion of the run. In this category, you don't have to beat Bowser, so this category is going to end at the pressing of the blue switch, which will occur in approximately 11 minutes. I'm betting it'll happen in 11 minutes. One of our players will finish. Now they're going to go for no cape wings. Lime is waiting for that block to stop spinning, and he gets it. Gets the grab, 370. Fitz still needs to grab the dragon coin, and now he's got to dupe that invisible block to the right. That's getting a little bit hairy. Don't want that Buzzy Beetle to wake up in your hand, so that's why he's throwing it over to the side. But that's 352. That's 18 game seconds that Lime gets in lead over Fitz. So now, Lime's building up a little bit of a lead here, but there's still plenty of game left to go. Unfortunately, without cape, you can't do Yoshi clips, so you gotta go all the way around in order to grab the key, put it in the keyhole, and then go to red switch. Alright, Fitz is going to the red switch palace. Lime is finished with room 1. Can we see another yump? Yes, we do. And he's facing to the left. Fitz is going for the fast strat and red switch. That's going to save a little bit of time over Lime. 193. That's actually 1 game second that he saved, approximately. Let's see if he yumps. No. So for those of you who bet 5, mathematically impossible. Most we can see is 4. Nice to see fast red switch by Fitz. That makes up a little bit of the deficit. Oh no! That is bad. That is bad. He missed stomping that turn block into the Buzzy Beetle and got hit. And that means he loses his orb, which in this is pretty bad. See how he can recover from this. The most he can hope for, I don't know if it's still worthwhile to go back, because I know BB1's painful, but he's going to try to continue this orbless for the time being. The most he can hope for is that Fitz also loses his orb, and that would put them on an even playing field. But that is the first major mistake of the run for both of our players. So both Lime and Fitz grab a Yoshi for this section. Main purpose of that is BB2, just because BB2, you have a blue shell, and so that lets you kind of fly out of the way and not worry about things. You have no cape in this category, so you can't fly over it that way. Also means limestoners could go back for orb, but I really don't know how the timing works in this category for that. In terms of how much time, Lime runs off one of the dolphins, losing P speed just briefly, but recovers nicely. Luckily, in this level, you know, if you fall off the platform once, it doesn't mean that you have to swim the whole way. You know, you can land on the next platform and do the next set of dolphins, and it doesn't really matter if you messed up the previous set. But even then, there was not a huge amount of time lost. Now, even though Lime looks like he's ahead in level, that orb is minutes. I'm pretty sure it's minutes. We're just about to run out of time here on the submission. So put your channel points in. We have about 80,000 or so in, 63% for Lime, 37% for Fitz. It's a big payout to either side. Both of our runners now losing 12 frames entering the fortress due to having Yoshi. Which doesn't seem that intuitive because you can't enter with Yoshi, but still, you lose 12 frames. And the submissions are closed. So Lime is now going ahead to do the boss of this fortress. Oh no, gets caught up on that first buoy buoy platform, takes a hit. He's gotta play it a little bit safe if he wants to walk out of this with his life, and he got it. Fitz is really playing it safe there with the Bony Beetles. You don't want any weirdness to happen with their hitboxes underwater that would cause him to lose the orb. And he's also playing the Reznor fight kind of safe. Just methodically taking down each of the buoy buoys. So he will walk out of there. And looks like Lime will do BB1. So that means that our obligatory advertisement for Super Mario World Premium will happen now. Please, please give us money for SMW Premium. Fitz gets the orb. So now you get to see why that orb is so useful, because he is going to pull ahead, and pull ahead by quite a bit, actually. Frankly, because the blue switch battles is actually very close, it might be it. This might be too, you know, Fitz might gain too big of a lead here for Lime to make up, although anything could happen. But Fitz is already in BB2 and Lime is. With that, he's now just about getting halfway through BB1. Bit of flicker over there in Ireland. I don't know what's going on. His game feed just flickered for a sec. Hopefully it's nothing bad. But anyway, Lime will also not have a Fire Flower for the Ludwig fight, which I just learned yesterday is about 15 seconds actually. It's about 15 seconds, so that's a huge amount of time. Fitz ducking under that ball and chain. You wouldn't really want to use. You really wouldn't want to lose flower here or your life in this situation. TM clarifies 14 seconds. I believe you. And now the vertical section, featuring nets and Koopas and jumping and all the other fun things we like to see in this game. And a good fire kill from Fitz. Lime now finally making it to BB1. And a good blue shell grab from Lime. So we still have at least one more race coming up. If I check what it is on the spinner. This is Lime's choice, actually. So next race will be Fitz's choice. Either No Cape, No Star World, or All Castles. And I could put that up over the layout, but I think that's going to cover the Class A text. Pretty sure it will. So Fitz is now entering Forest of Illusion. Let's see if this... Oh yeah, it does cover it. There you go. Nice layout. Fitz is entering the Forest of Illusion. Just needs to complete this level, get through it, get clips in the next level, and then get the blue switch, and that will be it for game 1. This part can be a little bit tricky. Fitz with a good setup, actually using the red shell and the fireball to kill that hammer brother on the platform. I've normally only seen it done with like green shells that like you hit directly onto the hammer bro. Lime now finished with Rolled 4 and Ludwig. And first try clip for Fitz. And that, I think that pretty much wraps it up at this point, because now it's just a straight shot to the key, even if he gets in bounds here, which he doesn't. This, I would think this is a very punishing category. I think one of the things that makes this really hard, the most babysitting in terms of item boxes is keeping Fireflower for all the other categories with Cape. And, you know, if you lose Fireflower, it's only a couple of seconds on the boss kill, but with the orb, you can't get hit, or else you lose the orb. And, you know, when you drop down, you can't get it back in the item box. So it ends up losing minutes if you lose the orb. And that pretty much ended it for Lime in game 1. And Fitz is now done. They 23-35 and a yump on the blue switch. So that's GG to Fitz. Lime just behind him, wrapping up in the next minute or so. And game 2 soon. And good green bounce for Lime. So, All Castles, No Cape was banned. So that means game 2 will either be No Cape, No Star World, or All Castles. As much as people would like to see All Castles, No Cape, the one thing I do say is that it is in the runner's best interest to pick to ban categories that they do not want to play. Even though it would be fun for us to watch, it is really up to the runner to pick the categories that they would feel that they could do the best in. And clearly Lime wasn't super comfortable with All Castles, No Cape. Oh, Lime gets RNG'd out. Just kind of struggling here whether or not to go for left clip or right clip. But he gets it that try. This prediction is for the whole match. The prediction that I think usually that's what we do. The predictions will be for the whole match and not for each game, because I don't think there's enough time. I don't think there's enough time to set it up. Anyway, Lime got a double grab, so he could do 2 P-switch jumps, a wall jump, although that doesn't really count. Oh, missed that one. Oh! That's 3 out of 4 there. Another yump, so what would that be? 3? Is that 3 yumps or 4 for the whole race? I think that's 4. Which meant my prediction was wrong. That is a GG. That wall jump doesn't really count because you're bouncing off a sprite. Lime got 3 yumps that race, which is pretty good. And I know Fitz got 1, so that means 4. 4 yumps this race. That's GG to both of our runners. Let me get the wheel. Let me get the wheel up. Here it is. So, race 2. All castles or no Star World and no cape at the same time. Let me hit the interact button and I'm going to hit spin and then it's going to spin and we will see which one it is. Oh. All castles. Just teetering on the edge of no cape and Star World. But this will be in all castles. We will see a lot of cape. We won't see that route taken through World 3 and Butterbridge. So we will get that back up. It was... Fitz is saying it was just teetering on the edge. If it's still all castles, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so the race room for game 2 is now up. Lime is in. Fitz will be joining us in just a moment. And now we have all castles. This is a decider match, so Lime needs to win here to force a game 3 to have any chance of still making it to the playoffs. There's game 2 for all castles. I don't know if Lime gets swag money. He's certainly trying for it again. Got it in the first race. He got swag money. He got 3 yumps. He got the bounce off the switch palace corner. He got 1 P-switch jump. He's clearly winning in the swag race. Now I am going to get out of the race room and we're going to see game number 2 start. Fitz up 1-0. And another flashing event for Fitz. Hopefully we don't see anything worse than that. Disco for Lime. So swag money and disco, and now that you don't have to get Yoshi, possibility for 361, the trifecta. I've just done a poor job syncing it. There we go, now we're good. Good luck to both of our runners. And good luck to Lime. Hopefully he can get that 49 speed to get 361 and get the trifecta. We'd love to see it in a race. Although And it actually does save time. 361 does save time. Apparently not if you don't do shell jump or whatever, but who cares about other things. Oh, unfortunate. No 361 from either of our runners. There was a double 361 yesterday between Brams and Shady during our most amazing 7 races in a row that was being restreamed by Freeze. Props to him, because that's the entire day worth of restreaming and commentating at the same time. So quite a tremendous amount of effort that Freeze has been putting in. I mean, he organized the whole darn thing. He made that really cool video at the start of the tournament, so he really cares. And now I'm here doing this restream and commentating. 259 for both of our runners. This is Class A. Not to bring any Class A stereotypes, but these people are good at the game. And I expect nothing less than that. Fitz not trying for shell jump. Lime tried it and missed it, unfortunately. And now we enter Iggy's, and this time we're actually going to do Iggy's castle. We have to. It's called all castles for a reason. There's no slipping past castles in this game. Fitz's cannot get off the net. Oh my, that is a 78 door. Something must have been going on with his controller. Must have been holding up or something. Couldn't get off the net. So his fractional lead through World 1 is now lost to limestoners. But actually, just about a second. Although, not a big deal in a category that is like 30-something minutes. So, sorry I didn't say anything for the past 2 levels, but good DP1, good DS1 from both of our runners, although no 252s, unfortunately. It's not enough platforming under the water to actually get 252. And now, time for the ghost house. This is going to look a little bit different than the last run, because you actually have cape, so not that hard to actually fly up and just fly up and hit the door. Oh, Fitz having a little bit of trouble getting in that door. That will cost him 1 game second. Let me show you this. Look at this text. Oh, not that one. Look at that. So this is a critical one because both of our players are 1-1. To remind you the stakes of this match, the winner moves on to the bracket stage, the loser doesn't. Fitz is already 1-0 in this race. If he wins this one, wins the match, moves on to the bracket stage. Lime needs to get a win here, force a game 3, and then that will be the one who decides who moves on. Fitz with a slightly faster bit of fast fly. So that got me 263 instead of a 62. But Lime is still ahead, ever so slightly. Really the first big divergence point we're going to see is coming up in Vanilla Dome 1. Because now you're going to go for wings. Well, you did in all switches, but now you get to go for caped wings, which is a little easier. Just because... Another flashing event from Fitz. Just because you have the cape, you can float a little bit lower. I think that gives you a little bit more time, a greater frame window to actually get the block dupes that you need. Fitz, another fractional improvement in this level, closing the gap in on Lime. Good grab of the springboard by both of the runners. And now, to not dying to that line, please. Fitz takes the lead, just based off that. That's quite a scary section. No midway in this castle, but if you die there, you go all the way down. Although the one consolation that you get is that since you drop flower early, if you get crushed as Fire Mario, you still have the cape in your item box, so you could technically just go for fly through room 1 and room 2 again. But that was really close. That was one of the top 10 tense moments of this race. Here's wings. Last time limestoners did actually a lot better with no cape wings, and he's already got the first dupe, and now he's got the second, and he's got it 378. Fitz is still having troubles. Again, he's got to grab that dragon coin and then get, but he gets a good quick second dupe. So 65 on the timer. So Lime takes the lead once more, but it's still not a big lead. Still not a commanding lead, just because both of our runners got very good wings. And now in this level, instead of getting the secret exit like we saw last time, you get to go get the normal exit. And Lime will go for Sticky Fly, and he's got it. Fitz is right behind him, also going for Sticky Fly, and also gets it. So, nice piece of swag, although not only is that swag, that is functional swag. Just because you don't have to worry too much about not running into the swoopers. Quality gameplay. Lime actually finished that last stage 4 game seconds ahead of Fitz. So, kind of building up a small lead here in World 3. 77 door. Doors are tough. Doors are tough. Fitz gets in. And Lime gets the item fly. And it's done with a 56. I think Fitz might be able to make up 2 seconds here. If he gets a 60 entry, which he does. So it is very close. And now VD3. I think I saw Lime practicing raft skip. So I don't know if he's gonna go for it, but it's a very tough decision. It's a very tough decision to make. Fitz is, what happened to Fitz? He is taking the raft of shame. No shame in that, because that's the same raft that I take, and I don't consider myself shameful. But not able to get quickly through there like Lime did. Lime is not going for raft skip. I think he's taking it safe there. I don't know if he's watching the restream. Well, I was chatting earlier, so I assume he is. Fitz getting the nice buzzy bounce, but no! What happened? He was trying... So he missed the red shell bounce. Something happened. Like, he was definitely trying to go up that triangle block. And then something with the cape, I don't know if he pressed, like, jump or something when he was on it. But it caused him to slide off or something and get hit by the shell. So now he has to take this part slow as well. There's a cape later on. But that is even more of a time bleed in VD3. That is really unfortunate for Fitz. Here's the cape. I was just informed yesterday you should go there if you don't get the one tile fly, you should go there to complete the level. I don't know if I believe the people who say that, but we got to see it. We got to see those piranha plants with vines, with vine stems and whatever. Alright, now in Castle 3, Lime and Fitz, second half of VD4. A solid room 1 from Lime. And Fitz will be done with VD4 now. See, I can tell. Oh man. New change, the channel points are now berries. Somebody just did that live, right under my nose. They've just changed the channel points image to be berries. What a neat feature. Not coins, not dragon coins, berries. It's exactly the Super Mario World thing to do. Hopefully we can get some other cool channel point rewards. I don't know what we would put, but I think it would be cool. Also, Fitz is, he was kind of waiting. He was kind of waiting. I don't know if that loses him a cycle, because I honestly don't know what's going on. I don't think so. He was just kind of taking a break at the start of this room. Lime, yet another piece of swag. Wall clip, amazing. Alright, so nice wall clip from Lime. He's done with World 3, now going into World 4. I don't know if he's going for CMBK. I don't know if Fitz is going for CMBK. And Fitz had some awful spawns. I missed it if he missed any cycles, but anyway. Hard level, CBA. Very hard with Yoshi. And, oh man. Is it desynced again? No, it's fine. Lime with the RNG advantage. Fitz did not miss any cycles. I didn't think so. It didn't look like he missed any, from what I saw on the ending timer. No grabbing the red shell, and no CMBK either. This is going to take him to dangerous territory because he's getting quite low. No problem. So, fun fact, so those Monty moles, you know, coming out of the blocks or whatever, they also appear in Yoshi's Island too, but they don't come out as quickly as they do in Cookie Mountain. And the thing that actually controls whether or not or how long it takes for the Monty moles to come out is not based on like expositions. Fitz is going for CMBK. Double tongue? Got it. He has got it. Oh my god. That is a gaming moment. Who cares about the Monty moles? We just saw CMBK performed live on twitch.tv/Super Mario World. Lime gets a little bit caught up, cape canceling into one of the Potobos, but spares his life. Fitz making up the deficit with CMBK. That is SMW premium content. That is premium content. Please give us money so you can see more of that. Not really. You don't have to. Fitz flying quickly through Ludwig's, kind of going slow with the cape, but is safe. But also misses the door. Cool. Oh, I think Fitz didn't jump high enough to get onto that net. He was very close to just getting destroyed by one of the Koopas. But he is safe. CMVK is insane to see. Just because the setup looks crazy just because you're throwing shells up all over the place and jumping. So it's not as nice as Groovy Boss Kill, I think, just because, you know, it's a little bit more controlled what's going on Groovy Boss Kill. CMVK, there's more moving parts, and they're moving, a lot of things are moving a lot. That's just my idiot's kind of assessment of this. Lime with the fast cape grab. So if you grab the cape off the top of the screen, you don't, I don't know if that's true for every power-up. I think it's only for the cape. You skip the little freeze frame action to equip the cape. Lime, going for wings, P-Balloon. 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 And lost the shell. That is a lot of time to lose. That is really, really unfortunate. See, Fitz is going for Fitz is going for wings as well. Jeez. Oh, kind of got like corner clipped or something. P-Balloon. No dupe. No dupe again. So Fitz is having just as bad of an FOI1. No, get the dots music going. P-Balloon. Oh my god. No dupe. Still going for it. P-Balloon. At 6 P-Balloons. 7 P-Balloon. Oh my god. P-Balloon. Oh. And the shell is gone. That is horrific. That is horrific from both of our runners. That is 8 or 9 combined P-Balloons and no wings. That is the most unfortunate. Fitz, the Yoshi was still moving to the left, so he didn't even get in the wall. Got the left clip into the wall, but got RNG'd out. Right clip RNG'd out. but he got the left clip this time. So that is even more time lost with comparison to Lime. So that gives Lime a pretty comfortable lead here. And game 3 is getting closer as we speak. Fitz getting back in bounds okay. Lime attempting Roy Fly, gets it. It's Class A. You'd see a lot of Roy Flyers in Class A. I mean, in fact, everyone should go for it. It should be everyone's first strat when they go to Roy. Oh, I'm losing a bit of speed there at the end, but he is very far ahead because Fitz was just entering FY3. So, Lime is in the driver's seat for game 2 as we go into Chocolate Island. Fitz also nailing Roy Fly a little bit more comfortably than Lime. Lime was a little bit closer, I think, to the to those potaboos than the viewers would like to see. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, that is what makes racing anything competitive fun. I was gonna say just Mario World, but I think everything in general. So Lime got Pipe Fly just fine, going the maximum 64 speed. 64 sub-pixels per frame. That is 8 pixels per frame, 8 full pixels, no jitter on the screen, but you know that you're just speeding past the rest of the level. That is guaranteed 64 flight speed. I am not a fan of the spin jumping, bouncing on that fish and boo. I'm a big fan of the cape pumps. Oh, and Lime's doing both. Falls down a little bit early. Gets in the door okay. And now for that cape cancel. And now for... What? Oh, man, that is a different setup from Fitz than what I'm accustomed to seeing. I was wondering why he was spin flying in that section of the level, but he also got the pipe fly. He's also speeding along. Whoa, there we go. Is that a parade? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Everyone's favorite, the Cape Parade. Fitz showing that he can do swag as well. So in this category, you grab Yoshi for Chocolate Secrets, a little bit different than No Star World, where you don't. You need it for Vob 2 to get the wings, and so you skip the sandbar section. No sandbars, hopefully. We weren't really supposed to see BB1 last run, but unfortunately we did. Hopefully we don't have to see the sandbar room for Vob 2. Fitz was a little bit close to falling, like right under that first door, but he got it just fine. And he got the door fly. Lime with a dismount. I think he was trying to dismount into the ceiling, but Yoshi was not up against the ceiling. So Mario just kind of got off Yoshi. And now for the vertical section of Chocolate Secret. Meanwhile, Fitz is going to grab his Yoshi for use in this level and the other levels that follow it. So now our runners are, ooh, limestoners. Yet another piece of swag. That is a double tongue through the pipe. That's pretty good. Gets the double tongue through the pipe. Fitz, I was just going to say they're about like one chocolate secret separated, and chocolate secret is one of the longer levels in this category. Not a simple flyover. There are a couple of more complicated aspects to it. Lime in Wendy's. Going for Crusher Skip, but I think that's like a free setup at this point, and I haven't learned it, so that makes me a bad runner. Lime misses P-speed there, and that's an unfortunate miss. I think he was just a couple of frames off pretty much. He's gonna choose to wait out the cycle here. I think he pretty much could have like duck floated and not miss the cycle there, but I think he's just trying to keep it safe. Still got a big lead on Fitz though. Getting one hit on Wendy. Getting the second, and now coming up the third. And Fitz is going to enter. No wall clip for Lime this time. Hate to see it. But maybe Fitz can get it. Oh, Fitz! I don't know if he missed a left input or he just wasn't going for Crusher Skip. Uh-oh, that's a death. Oh. What happened there? What happened there? Not only did he take the death, he got hit before he died. And that means that he loses that cape in his item box that he so eloquently grabbed at the end of CI1. I'm not exactly sure what was going on. I think he was trying to stop. He either stopped in the wrong spot. My analysis is not really going. That's not necessarily the end of the race, but it is another big time loss for Fitz, and especially since he's behind, he really needs to be playing on top of his game to kind of pull up against limestoners. That is pretty bad. That means that race 3 may happen. And Lime actually got hit. Uh-oh. Do not lose that second cape. Lime got hit from the booze. He lost one cape. Luckily, he's got the second. But I think that's going to make the setup for scrollless or boo ring despawn really hard. Or he may not get it at all. Yeah, because the boo clouds are done. The boo clouds are done. But in this category, it's not so bad just because you can just damage boost with Yoshi. So it's not like you have to lose a power-up or wait out the boo ring. You can just kind of go with Yoshi. Someone's all castle sandbar? Don't do it. You could do an all castle sandbar, but I don't even know if anyone who doesn't play Lunar Dragon would know how to do. Wait, do you even do the normal exit in room 3 in Lunar Dragon? I'm pretty sure you just get the Yoshi coins in the coin heaven. Anyway, orb. Lime. If you get Sandbar in all castles, it unlocks a secret video message from Miyamoto. This is so exciting. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. This is exciting. Fitz gets scrollless. The scrollless despawn. That gives him a couple of seconds back against Lime. Man, that video message from Miyamoto. What's he say? What's he say in the video message? Coming up on Fitz, getting the orb. Alright, Lime, could we see Sandbar, all castles? No, we don't. Because that's really not what you're supposed to do. Anyway, Lime still with a commanding lead ahead by Vob 1 and Vob 2. And I don't think with that setup with the cape pump that you go for Doorfly, which really is not needed. Way too dangerous and not needed, given Lime's large lead. Oh, misses getting into that one tile gap. Alright, well, that's in. It's not a nice slide, but it is getting in. Peachy is gone. No sandbar, no viewage. Yeah, like it's... That was an early right scroll from Lime. Had a little bit of trouble earlier in the level, but he's made it through. No Doorfly. Uh-oh. Nope, please do not die. Oh, jeez. Just barely got hit on the, trying to get the last hit on Larry. Oh. There is no bracket yet, FICO, but we are very, very close to having one ready because this is the last match in Class A. So after this race, we should know who is moving on from Class A. You can look at that doc. I think that one just has the standing for the group stages right now, and then over the next week, there may be some tiebreakers, so those will be dealt with, and then the bracket will be created, and we'll know what's going on. But for this level, oh, door 3 from Lime, let's go. Yeah, for this one, all you need to know is that winner moves on to brackets, loser does not. And Fitz is 1-0. No, Fitz! Oh. Tough death. He's going back in. Didn't get the midway, so... Oh, that is... Hate to see that. And now, we get to see some all castles, no cape strats in this run. So for those of you who wanted to see all castles, no cape, this is the teaser. If you really want to see all castles, no cape, download, buy, give us money for SMW Premium, and you get to see it. Lime loses his cape in the dark room, and Fitz loses his cape here in Castle 7, and his stream's frozen. No, he's paused the game. I don't have the sound on, so I didn't see what's going on, but the game has been paused. There's a thwimp on the screen. The 1% thwimp. Lime misses one toss. The Akimara strat. He got the 1% thwimp. Now, let me tell you, when I was participating in the last All Castles tournament, which had to have been, what, 2016, 15, something? Lime is having a nice little fireworks show with the Mecha Koopas. I got two thwimps in a row. 2 in a row. And I got killed for it. I mean, like, that's... How unlucky do you have to be to get 2 thwimps in a row? Hopefully that clip still exists somewhere, because I remember Freeze was commentating that. I don't know what happened to Fitz. Let me see. His stream hasn't died. Unless he's splicing and he, like, finished, like, 5 minutes ago. I don't know what happened, because his... Did he pause? Yeah, he did, because I don't hear any game audio. Well, he has paused to show us the thwimp. I think that means he's going to take the DNF and get ready for Game 3, which will be... Let me look at the spinner. one of 11 Exit or No Cape, No Star World. So for fans of No Cape, No Cape, No Star World's for you. For fans of short, concise decider matches, 11 Exit could be the tiebreaker match. Oh, Lime misses that phase 3 toss, but it isn't really going to matter because he will be finishing on time in just a second. Oh, all he needs to do is get that one toss in. Got it. And Fitz is forfeited from the race room, so that means that Lime takes game 2, 36-29 to DNF. And that means we will go to game 3. GG's to both of our runners. It's kind of a little unfortunate what happened to Fitz there at the end, but we shall put that behind us because now it is time for Game 3, the decider. Winner of this one race, just one race now, goes on to bracket stage. The loser doesn't. The stakes have never been higher. And that means that I get the wheel. Here's the wheel. And I'm going to spin it. And so much is going to happen. Where will it stop? 11 Exit. This is Limestoner's pick, but it's a short one. This game, this match, this entire group will come down to one run of 11 Exit. A lot of people are showing their disgust to 11 Exit. Personally, I'm indifferent to all the categories. But this will be an interesting race. Let me get the race room open. I'm joining the race room, but I'm not playing. Thankfully, you don't get to see me play this game. Alright, they're ready, and that means that race time has given us the 15-second countdown, and in 15 seconds we'll see what these runners are up to. A lot of flashing from Fitz. Hopefully it stops. Hoping it stops. For the sake of our eyes. And Fitz is a little bit ahead, so let me knock him back a little bit. There we go. Swag money. 3 runs in a row from Lime. That is the ultimate swag. Something's going on with Fitz's capture, so we've got a little bit of green flashing. I apologize for that, guys. There's really nothing I can do about it. I'll try. I will try to do something about it. Although there really isn't much that I can do. $361 from Lime. Very good. Get a little bit of nice green on the screen. Just in case you didn't know what color the layout is. That is really bad. I'm sorry. Oh man, that looks okay. I tried to color key it out, but it's not gonna do anything. Hopefully we do not have a tie on the green frame. We may have to use an alternative frame timing method. But that is really I think it's getting worse now. Try to color key it out, but too much of the background's green, so that goes with it. And hopefully if you have any like photosensitive epilepsy, you've stopped watching. But I will try to commentate with this. It's not that bad. It's only distracting, but it doesn't block us from seeing what's going on. Fitz with an 80 door, Lime with an 81 door. I think. Both of them getting that fire grab, which you do in this category just because you are going to use it in door 5. You're going to use it and lose it in door 5. Doing the D-boost strategy. Now Fitz has a 1040 in this category. Good AQ kill from both of them. Limestoners 240. 240. Get your 240 emotes in the chat. Looks like I think Fitz is gonna try to play with it here in the cutscene. Play with his capture to see if it fixes itself. Looks good so far. I think that may have it may have been when he reset his console or something. Something might have gotten tugged, which might have caused it to happen. I don't know. But we have no more green, which we can all rejoice about. Uh-oh. I just saw a little flash of it. Hopefully not as bad as it was before. At the very least. Now time for cape grab. Good cape grab from both runners. $62 from Fitz, 61 from Limestoners gives Fitz just another fraction of a second closer. So Lime lost cape prematurely, or not cape, but lost a shell prematurely, giving Fitz the lead by just ever so slightly. Okay, time for the Z word. Zips. This will make it or break it. It could. Fitz. Good right zip. Lime misses the right zip. Second zip from Fitz. Makes it 291. And a green frame. To celebrate, Lime got second zip 87. Subscribe to Super Mario World so you can use your Super M37 Smasholas in the chat. It's been many years. I don't know why we haven't... Can we get rid of the 37 yet? We would have to apply for partner. Which, I don't know. Are we allowed to be a partner on Twitch? Certainly been a lot of streaming content and a lot of viewership, so... Why not? Fitz, 260. Lime weaves his way in. Ooh, just a frame. Couple of frames shy of 261. That would have been pretty good swag to see. But Fitz has a good lead. Even though it's just a couple of seconds. An 11 exit, that is a good lead. Because there is nothing that Lime could do. If Fitz plays fine, Lime could play perfectly and still lose. Oh, and Lime, an extra overworld walk back. Probably a misinput. That's going to cost him another second or so. So Fitz just needs to execute here, and Bowser, one small mistake, and that puts limestoners ahead most likely. If it's a big mistake like losing Cape, that could be really bad. Doorfly from Fitz. Doorfly from Lime. Now time to switch to that Fire Flower and get hit. Oh no, he took damage. It's okay, it's okay. Lime also doing the D-boost. And it is done well. Dark Room from Fitz. Oh, Fitz fly, of course. Of course. Lime got hit in the Dark Room. I think he did in his All Castles run, and that may spell the end. That may be it for the run. Assuming that Fitz gets a fine cape kill here. And he gets that second hit in phase 1. Lime is stuck with just the no cape kill. Fitz going for the no cape, ball skip with cape, gets it. Lime neglecting to pick up that mushroom, although that was a very purposeful decision by him. Probably makes his timing a little bit easier, and plus, you don't really need it. If you don't plan to get hit, you don't need any power-ups. That's my personal opinion. But time is coming up on Fitz anyway. That means he would take the game and take the match. All around a good cape kill. And that will be it. That is an 10:46. GG. GG to Fitz, and that will do it. GG to both of our runners. That was a good race. Still an 11 flat for Lime. And that means that Fitz will move on to the bracket stage. Overall record now 2-1. Here you see it. Well played to both of our runners. Well played to Lime. He did a really good job in all castles bringing the run back. Unfortunately, it was really zips. In this race that kind of ended it for him. I don't know if we can get either of the runners in on commentary. We'll see. But overall, this was a great match. This was a very exciting match to end Class A. Plenty more Class A gameplay, I think. So there were 7 groups in Class A. 2 advance from each group, so 14 players make it onto the bracket. Not exactly sure how the bracket seeding is going to be, but certainly very exciting. Alright. Lime has declined an interview. I don't know if we're going to see one from Fitz. He hasn't responded yet, so we'll give it another couple of minutes as we watch the credits roll. That will do it. We have another race today in 3 hours between Boruta, RTA, and Mikri. That, let's see. If BRT wins, he will make it to bracket stage. If Mikri wins, then that will force a 3-way tie within the group. So that's a 3-way tie within the group. And so all 3 of them will have to race sometime next week. Top 2 out of 3 move on. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, Fitz is here for the interview, so I will pull him in. I will open up the noise gates for Discord, and I'll drag him in. Hey Fitz, what's up? Congratulations on your win. Fitz?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Oh,
hey guys.
No problem.
Yeah, all my brain power has obviously been used up by that.
Yeah, that was an exciting set of races.
Yeah, I was just saying while I was muted, absolutely crazy. Can't believe Lime's going out after the whole set. I mean, for me, it's been 24 hours of all my races, so they're all kind of merging into one.
Yeah, I mean, Group 5 especially has been kind of everything's been decided last minute here.
And I think if my category that I picked like 3 weeks ago, No Cake, No Starwood, had come up, based on how I did earlier with the race against Dabs, I don't think I'd have done so well. I've done fine in 11 exit. 10:46 is both times. I think I need to pick that in future.
Yeah, that was certainly a strong one.
I didn't expect just how difficult it would be to remember what strats to do. When you've got so many categories in your head going into it, and it's not like you completely forget and you go the wrong way, but everything isn't on instinct anymore. And so many big mistakes in the longer categories, all castles, No Cake, No Starwood, because I'm trying to think as I'm doing it. I'm not trusting my instincts. My instincts are wrong. And I guess the shorter categories, there's just a lot less to it. Star World is always Star World strats. There's not like, okay, there's 5 different ways I could be doing this depending on what category we're in. So yeah, but GG's to Lime. Such a good performance. That first race pretty much had me the whole way. I made one mistake, missed that orb right at the beginning. Did my first orb get, and then from then on, it was just like, well, I don't get to play the game. I'm just behind. And it was just one mistake from Lion. Just in all switches, sometimes one mistake is 2 minutes. Just, I guess, the way it goes.
Yeah. And I think especially, I noticed that the one thing that caught my eye was when you were doing Castle 7, no cape. And you actually made it, like, did the no cape strategy. Although I know you picked
Oh yeah,
all castles
I
no
see.
cape.
See, I thought that was Fitz strat. I thought I brought that into RTA, but everyone in chat had a different person credited with that strat. So I guess these things come and go. But yeah, I got that, and then I got flimped, and then I was just like, you know what? I think this race is beyond me at this stage.
Yeah.
So I guess it was a good thing that I lost cape, so I guess I got to show that off, and I wasn't winning that round anyway.
Yeah, that was cool to see. Well, good game. You and
Thank
Lime
you very
both
much.
played really well. It's a shame that we had to see Lime go, but it's really just that's just the way it is here in this toss-up tournament.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to whatever's in store for us for the knockouts.
Yeah, well, you got a week to get ready for the bracket stage. So
yeah, I will select my categories more wisely, I think, going forward.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up from us. So thanks everyone for watching. We got another race in just under 3 hours. Hopefully we'll get that one restreamed. And take care, everyone.